Ladies and gentlemen, you've probably heard the stories before, how Ibrahim Traoré releases thousands of goats into the desert, or builds giant walls of tires in the Sahara, or spreads beehives deep in the African forests. But now, he has taken a step that has left the entire world stunned. The news is this: in the rivers of Burkina Faso, millions of ducks have been released all at once. And no, this isn't some hobby, stunt, or random spectacle. It's a carefully planned strategy, because ducks are not just simple water birds, they are nature's machines. They clean the water, eat harmful insects, and at the same time provide meat and eggs, giving new strength to Burkina Faso's struggling population. But the big question is, why? Why would Traoré unleash millions of ducks into the rivers? What's the real secret behind this bold plan? That's what we're going to uncover today. For decades, Burkina Faso has been haunted by hunger, drought, and food shortages. The land often dries up from lack of rainfall. Fields become barren. Farmers lose the fruit of their labor. Traditional farming hasn't been enough. Grain production remains low. Even animal feed is scarce. As a result, ordinary families struggle for even one meal a day. Children and women suffer from malnutrition, becoming weak and vulnerable. On top of this, rivers and lakes that once overflowed with fish have been depleted. Overfishing, pollution, and shrinking water sources have nearly wiped them out. So, one of the last natural sources of protein for the poor simply vanished. Faced with this crisis, Traoré had to ask, how can I save my people from hunger and disease? And that's when ducks entered the picture. Ducks are unique. They live, both in water and on land. They produce eggs rich in protein. Their meat is healthy, lean, and filling. And most importantly, they reproduce quickly. By releasing millions of ducks into rivers, Traoré had two goals: revive the rivers by bringing life, oxygen, and movement back to stagnant waters, and fight hunger by creating a new, sustainable source of food. This was not just an experiment. It was a direct strike against hunger, poverty, and disease. And it worked. These ducks are not just floating freely. Proper duck farms have been set up across Burkina Faso. The birds are kept in natural conditions so they can grow fast and lay eggs. Every single day, millions of eggs are collected. And these eggs are now the biggest weapon against hunger. Where once children were sick from protein deficiency, now they're growing stronger thanks to duck eggs. Before, most eggs had to be imported from abroad, costing the government valuable foreign currency. Now, local farms produce enough not only for Burkina Faso's own people, but also for export. Eggs are being packaged and shipped to neighboring African countries suffering from food shortages. This means cheaper food for ordinary families, profit for local farmers, and foreign exchange income for the nation. And that's not all. Duck farming has created thousands of jobs, from collecting and packaging eggs to transport to market sales. It's not just farming. It's a new economic network. Duck meat has become another foundation of this food revolution. Duck meat is prized around the world. It's rich in protein, low in fat, and highly nutritious. Previously, most Burkinabe people depended on goat or chicken, which were often expensive and out of reach for the poor. Now, with millions of ducks being raised, thousands of kilograms of fresh meat are available daily in markets. This isn't just food, it's affordable food. For farmers who once survived only on bread and vegetables, duck meat has become a blessing. For children, it's strength. For adults, it's fuel for hard physical work. And internationally, demand for duck meat is rising fast. Burkina Faso is now exporting packaged duck meat to other African countries, earning even more income and strengthening its economy. Again, thousands of new jobs have opened up in processing, logistics, and restaurant supply chains. Perhaps the most fascinating impact is ecological. Millions of ducks swimming in rivers keep the water constantly moving. This movement boosts oxygen levels, which allows fish and aquatic life to thrive again. Where rivers once looked dead, life has returned. Ducks eat harmful insects, algae, and pests, naturally cleaning the water without expensive filtration plants. On land, they wander into farms, eating crop-destroying insects. This reduces the need for chemical pesticides, saving farmers money and protecting the environment. Even during dry seasons, ducks keep the water fresh by preventing stagnation and disease. Villagers now trust their rivers and lakes again, knowing ducks are keeping the system alive. In short, ducks have not only fed the people, they've rebuilt the environment. Friends, this project proves one thing. Sometimes, even the smallest creature can change the fate of an entire nation. Through ducks, Traoré has given Burkina Faso food security, economic strength, clean water, jobs, and above all, hope. If you found this story as fascinating as we did, don't forget to share it with your friends and family, so more people can learn how Ibrahim Traoré turned ducks into a weapon against hunger and poverty. And of course, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and stay tuned for more stories that reveal the hidden revolutions shaping our world.